What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Neon Pow here, and today we're doing part 15 to What If Naruto Was Raised by the Akatsuki. That meaning you have not seen the previous part. I highly recommend you check down in the description or the card above to make sure you're caught up. Now guys, let's see that support constantly rolling, because I know that you guys are beasts, so don't let me down. We're going to try to do a fresh 200 likes. Lower than most other previous videos, but I've noticed that you guys are quivering a little bit, so prove me wrong. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the videos coming to you guys. This is the second to last episode in this series, so you do not want to miss out. Now guys, let's hop right into it. We last left off our journey with some insane Uchiha madness. Sasuke had just been forced to kill his older brother in hopes of finishing off Obito and his tyranny against him and his friends. Unfortunately, Obito was unexpectedly far ahead of their plan. He not only got rid of Itachi, one of his biggest annoyances, but is now in possession of both of his Mangekyo, Sasuke, and Shishui's eye. Nagato, the leader of the Akatsuki, or that's what he thought of at least, saw the betrayal right before him when Obito escaped with his successful plan. The fight between Nagato and Naruto has been pushing on intensely. Nagato has 2 more pains and Naruto is on his limit and holding onto his Sage Mode. After Nagato failed to make it to Obito, he turns to Naruto, which immediately puts Naruto on the defensive, as now he has to locate Sasuke's whereabouts and finish off the remaining pains. As Nagato looks at Naruto, it finally hits him. The passion, drive, and determination seen in Naruto's eyes reach him. This boy is his son, the boy he raised from just a baby. He even thinks to himself, since Obito was the one that brought Naruto to him, what other lies did he come up with for that plan? Regardless, Nagato's mind has been clouded for years, but now in his old age begins to be enlightened. He sees a true shinobi warrior before him, even with Naruto losing his only family, mentor, and now his best friend. His eagerness to fight is strong. With all the clarity rushing to Nagato's mind, he begins chuckling. Naruto, a few meters away, is a bit surprised and worried to see his enemy begin to randomly laugh. Nagato can see Naruto's becoming worried and begins waving and telling him that he succeeded in winning their battle. Naruto explains he will not be falling for any more of his tricks. Nagato repeats himself, telling Naruto that he finally did it. He remembers Naruto wishing to one day beat his dad, and now he has finally done so. Nagato tells Naruto that he wants to see him with his actual eyes one more time. He tells him to concentrate on his chakra since he can probably sense him close by in his Sage Mode. Naruto, still very hesitant, concentrates and finds Nagato. He immediately heads over to the location. Naruto hesitantly enters the large tree and sees Nagato sitting in his chair with his mother figure, Konan, next to him. The sight of Naruto before her makes Konan fall into tears. She had seen Naruto as her own, so it warms her heart to see him grow into such a strong young man. Naruto, unable to hold back his true feelings anymore, embraces Nagato and Konan, telling them that he missed them so much. He was so torn over the years to break their ties. Nagato and Konan both understand the torture they put their son in, and both of them apologize to Naruto for their actions. Nagato then looks directly into Naruto's eyes and tells him that he knows he can never truly repent for the sins he has endured to his son and the countless innocent people he has killed over the years. But he can at least try moving forward in the right direction. Nagato tells Naruto that he wants him to inherit his Rinnegan. Naruto is completely shocked by this and questions his father why. Nagato explains that his seemingly endless power has been granted through his visual prowess. Seeing Naruto's pure heart has pushed him to be the proper father he couldn't be and aid his son in his efforts to true world peace. That will be started after he takes down Obito and saves his friend. Naruto's strong, but he will need more power now that Obito has just gained a massive power boost. Naruto is just speechless. He then explains that he won't even know how and where to begin to start controlling the power of the Rinnegan. Nagato chuckles and tells him that Konan will be able to explain all you need to know, as she has watched him grow with the power. On top of that, Nagato tells Naruto, even though they aren't real father and son, he has always felt a biological connection, which makes him confident Naruto will be able to master the dojutsu. Naruto then questions why Nagato can't be the one to teach him himself. Nagato takes a sigh, but keeps a smile on his face. He tells Naruto that his plan to do better in the world will start off by reviving all the dead shinobi of the Leaf Village. He says that this jutsu at his current chakra level will kill him. Naruto and Konan both gasp simultaneously. Konan protests, but Nagato has made up his mind. He looks at Konan and tells her that he will live through Naruto, through his eyes, and that she should take good care of him. He then informs Naruto that since the shinobi of the Leaf Village died and are now being revived, the brainwashing of Danzo should also be reset. Nagato informs Naruto that he will need to make sure he rids Danzo of this world if he wishes to bring the world to a new and free of his tyranny. Naruto asks how Danzo was able to control the leaf so well. Nagato tells Naruto that he possesses Shushui's other eye, enabling him to implant fake memories in anyone he wishes. Naruto gasps as he finally realized what his mentor, Itachi, had meant when Shushui's eyes was so powerful. This explains why Kimimaro couldn't remember his past. Nagato adds that if he's able to retrieve the eye from Danzo, Naruto could revert Kimimaro's memories back and acquire a new ally for his battle against Obito. Naruto, now more motivated than ever, knows what his next move must be. Nagato begins reviving everyone of the leaf and says his goodbyes before his consciousness slowly vanishes. Konan, wiping her tears away, looks at the teary-eyed Naruto in admiration and tells him that they should quickly implant his eyes and begin getting him adjusted. They'll have to make Nagato proud and bring this world to peace. Now, Naruto moves on to his next journey. Konan tells Naruto that they must find a powerful healer that will be able to implant the Rinnegan. She tells Naruto that he is familiar with this shinobi. Naruto ponders who it could be, but right as he figures it out, they arrive at the shinobi's base. They're initially greeted by female shinobi that Naruto hasn't seen in a very long time. It's Kin! Naruto is unable to hold himself back from seeing a familiar face and embraces the girl, which causes her to blush profusely. She playfully pushes him away and asks why they are here, without warning on top of that. Konan tells her that they need to see Kabuto ASAP. She sees this is serious, but before she can get Kabuto, he is already there at the door. He sighs and tells him to come in. Konan updates Kabuto and Kim on what's going on in the shinobi world. He then proceeds with the procedure, and the surgery is a success. On top of that, Kin's new medical ninjutsu is able to aid Naruto in the healing process, and he is ready to begin training in no time. Konan gives Naruto the fundamentals, and somehow in no time, Naruto is a natural at using the Rinnegan. It's almost as if his cells were made for it. He is not ready to fight Obito just yet, but going after Danzo could reveal a great opportunity to get real-life battle experience with his new eyes. With that, we now move over to the villainous Obito. He is in his personal dimension, plotting what to do with his newly acquired trump cards. Now that he has both his Mangekyo, that alone makes him basically untouchable, and even has a full-body Susanoo. Though he thinks to himself, while it would be fun to take the initiative himself, he feels that it would be more exciting if he took a more iconic approach. He begins maniacally laughing as he glances over to the captured Sasuke and Shishui's eye and begins rubbing his hands together. As Obito is scheming away, Naruto, accompanied by Kim, are on the move to a location where Konan told them Danzo was last spotted. That coward had fled the village when Pain arrived, however, was on his way back to reinstate himself as Hokage. With Naruto using Sage Mode to sense Danzo's disgusting chakra, they were able to find him relatively easy, crossing a bridge with two of his root ninja bodyguards. Naruto asks him if she prepared the needles with the knockout drugs. He wishes not to drag those ninjas that have been brainwashed by Danzo into their battle. Kim responds, yes. With his enhanced speed of the Curse Mark Sage Mode and propelling himself forward with Rinnegan, Naruto swiftly knocks out Danzo's bodyguards. This ambush surprises Danzo and he quickly jumps back to get some space. However, Naruto won't let him escape that easily, and attempts to use almighty pull to suck Danzo in. The unexpected Danzo can't comprehend what's happening, but then he sees it. Naruto has acquired the Rinnegan. But by the time he realizes this, Naruto has already stabbed the old man through the heart, ending him quickly. Naruto didn't have much time to waste, as he needed Sushui's eye to get Kimimaro back. As he reaches down to retrieve it from Danzo's eye socket, his body disappears. Naruto's shocked and confused about what just happened. Within seconds, he hears Kim screaming to watch out, and she pushes Naruto out of the way. Danzo was only inches away from slashing Naruto with a wind-natured enhanced kunai. Naruto thought that maybe he went under genjutsu, but seemed almost impossible with his Rinnegan. Kim states that she also witnessed Danzo come back to life, so that would mean that Danzo had some type of secret ability. Danzo was glad to see that Naruto decided to come to him, saving him the trouble of finding him as he hoped to take control over the Nine Tails and use it to protect the remaining Konoha. Danzo, however, is very wary of Naruto's insane power and visual prowess, and if he isn't careful, he'll run through all of his Izanagi. Danzo does notice that Naruto has still not mastered his new visual prowess fully and could use this to his advantage. The battle is fierce and it raves on. The two do seem surprisingly equal, but this is mainly due to Danzo using up most of his Izanagis and Naruto relying mainly on his Rinnegan instead of Sage Mode so that he can practice. Midway, Kim does catch on to Danzo's Izanagi and relays this to Naruto, and the battle begins to lean towards the younger warrior. In the end, Naruto forces Danzo to use all his revive cards. Danzo, being backed into the corner, understands that Naruto's goal is to retrieve Kotoa Mutsukami. As a last-ditch effort, he attempts to destroy the eye so Naruto will not have the satisfaction. Though, Kim, with her quick thinking, throws a kunai towards Danzo and she yells Naruto to use his teleportation to switch spots. Naruto hasn't tried to use this ability yet, but he needed to make this work so that he could save his friend. Fortunately, he's able to switch with the kunai, snatching the eye right out of Danzo's socket just like he did to Sushui many years back, and then kicks him off the bridge. Naruto is relieved the battle is finally over, and he thanks Kim for her splendid support. He wouldn't have been able to win otherwise. Now that he has acquired Sushui's eye, he can recover Kimimaro's memories. Naruto is so excited to see his old friend as soon as possible, so the two head over to the Mist Village immediately. However, when they arrive on the scene, they are greeted with unpleasantries. The village is in shambles, and they hear cries and screams from Haku. They rush over to the sounds, and when they arrive, they see Obito and Sasuke working together. Kimimaro is lying unconscious on the floor, and Haku's chakra is being drained by Sasuke. And that's where we're leaving this episode, guys. Now, if you're excited to see more, make sure to hit that like button and comment your opinions below, as I love interacting with all of you. But until the next one, much love, Neon out.